I want you to know the power of the underground.
We'll fight alone, just as we used to do in those days.
All right. Fight just like we used to do.
Yeah. Cannibalistic crunch time, cannibalism. I eat beats, I ain't talking about no vegetable. I love beef, fuck vegan, I'ma slaughter this instrumental. I told y'all I'ma come and hang this motherfucking industry. So grab a noose, ass to ashes, dust to dust. Now watch this bitch go proof. Tunnel vision, looking through the eyes of a tiger. My straight to living proof. When I spit that liquid acid, come and test me, dude, I'm passing through. You better than who? Fucking Ash, your crew. Head of the clash when I'm asking you, psycho. Still wanna play games, I'm tagging you. No limit when I rant, so when I scream out who did who. You ain't coming at me real, like a movie script, I'm throwing the real. One by one, I'm taking it down like Drop said. Follow my sound, why? Cause when I talk, they listen. When you talk, they hear there's something missing. I'm the new
fucking scream out hootie hoo, Pearson. That's Notes. As always, this is how we like to open up the show. What's going on, everyone? This is the Joe Show. I want to thank you all for tuning in or listening at a later date. I don't really care. I don't give a fuck. Get your fill, get your fix of me however you please. I'm here for the taking, you know what I mean? Well, not sexually. Well, it depends. I mean, I mean, I'm up for anything. It's the 2000s, and I believe aliens are here for us to finally see them. Well, I think they're getting careless. And before you turn it off, I haven't lost it. There's a lot of shit going on, and I want to get to that. And back to the sexual thing. I really stumped. I walked into a wall there. I don't really know how to get. I'm digging a hole. I don't really know how to get out of. Love you, sweetheart. But no, yeah. I mean, sexual. I'm trying to make like a gay joke, but like, guess that's my whole life. Yeah. But anyway, no. On a real note, I know the government shut down or whatever, and things of that sort. And there's real news to talk about. But being a man of, I like space, I like sci-fi and shit like that, and all this weird shit that's been going on up in the sky and shit like that all around the world, and a lot in the U.S. actually, ever since that video was released of the fucking Navy pilot chasing down that UFO. Ever since that was released, it just seems like left and right shit's been going on, and we're going to get to some of that today with today's show. Expect this regularly. I work swing shift, so I'm on days this week. So when I'm on days, Tuesday through Thursday, we'll be doing Joe shows at 5 o'clock, and then probably a show on the weekend. And then on afternoons, expect Tuesday through Thursday at 1 a.m. for our late birds. What do you want from me, though? I got to do a show, and I also got to fucking work. So until this thing starts making me money, yeah. So, yeah. But that's not what we're in this for. We're in this to talk about aliens and different sexual positions, if that's what you guys are into. It's what you guys want, am I right? But for instance, so we'll start it off with fucking the latest thing. I believe it was in Mexico. There's a 26-foot fucking smoking crater. No one knows how it got there, but it's 26 foot hole. Let me get to it. God damn it. Where are you? Is that it? Yeah, 26 feet across, burning pit. Now, no one knows where it came from, apparently, but it is Mexico. A lot of people think that it could just be people burning garbage, but that's a pretty fucking big hole to dig to, fucking burn some Mexican trash. But maybe maybe we got Trump all wrong. Not to, we try not to get too political over here on the Joe Show or do our research, but maybe these were the aliens that Trump wanted to keep out. Not the Mexicans, but space aliens, right? Nothing? All right, that's fair. Yeah. So there's a 26-foot fucking hole, unexplained smoking hole or crater, rather, smashes into the earth, they say, but no one knows how it got there. And it's, they can't seem to find anything in it, and it's just a mystery. There's really not much into it, and that's what fucking frustrates me about all this stuff with HAARP, with with anything with Bigfoot or anything that would be fun and make our lives just a little more out of the ordinary. It's just there's never enough evidence to try to back it up. But what we're gonna try to do here today is a little thinking, make you think. What was that? There was a flash of light out in fucking out of Michigan. That fucking comet that came down and struck the ground. That's pretty badass. And then in the Chicago airport, which this has happened apparently multiple times, pilots have spotted what they've claimed to be UFOs, and they have. I was watching something, and it was a news reporter getting ready to go on the air, and he was talking to the guy that he was going to interview beforehand, and he was showing him all the emails he's got since that day of it was like just a week from the occurrence. All the emails of people saying from around the world the different types that he was like a UFO specialist, if you will, and it was like a fucking as thick as a Bible, which we're gonna get to that in a second because you Bible thumping fucks. If I hope to God aliens are fucking just show themselves before Jesus, because that's just great, and you guys will have to rewrite the Bible yet again, you pieces of shit. And you know what? I hope because obviously if there are aliens out there. I hope you can hear me, by the way. I set up my own sound, and usually something bad happens. But, yeah. So far, no one's on the chat. Expected. But if you are listening, feel free to chime in if this sucks. Or feel free to call in numbers 716-255-7752 if you got anything you want to add. Or if you just want to say hello. But yeah, obviously, if there's aliens, it's not just one species. It's not just us and then, like, space thing. Like, a space creature out there. It would have to be... with the universe being as big as it is, the aliens have a chance of looking like us, or there'll be different species. Yeah, you know what I mean? I hope the first encounter we have with aliens is a bunch of gay soldiers. So not only is all the Bible thumpers are your fucking your thoughts of afterlife crushed, but all those fucking dead fucking gay soldiers that you'd stand outside of their fucking funerals and protest and shit like that. I just hope the aliens that come are gay soldiers, so you can just not only have your just afterlife thoughts, just everything you live for and preach, and your hypocrisy can just fall apart in front of you, and then maybe get your ass kicked by some gay alien militant men. But anyway, so that's that. Well, that's not that. But yeah, that's that. My buddy brought up a good point. Fucking, let's play. It's a little empty. We'll play some little tunage. Are you getting that? But yeah, my buddy brought up a good point. He said back in the biblical times and stuff like that, there was like people claiming that like chariots of fire would come out of the sky. And how did things enter the atmosphere? They enter the atmosphere on fire. And what was the only way they got? The only way they got around was on foot or on a fucking chariot. So that's pretty much the only way they can describe it. So there's been sightings and things like that going on forever. And I don't know. I just think that'd be fucking awesome to just crush religion. If you know anything about me, I'm a simple man. I like to make my own sauces to dip things in, and I fucking hate religious people. I do. I don't care if you're like a person of faith or anything like that. That's fine, you know what I'm talking about. Those cunts that just push the shit on you or won't even have an intelligent conversation with you. Like, they're like, nope, it's only us and the Earth is only fucking goddamn fucking 2,000 years old. Really? Is it? Go fuck yourself. Like, I don't know. I digress. I'm a little upset today. I'm on edge. I went to get my truck inspected. And, well, it's just... Oh, my God, this joke's so bad I don't even want to tell it. You can call my truck the Buffalo Bills because the reason why it failed was because of the tie rod. Fucking... Yeah, it was bad. But no, yeah, both my tie rods are holding me back. So, just like Buffalo, I got a tie rod situation to deal with, am I right? Yeah. But, yeah, so I'm not currently driving around legally. So I got to get my tie rod fixed. So, what's up, Matt Crawley? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. You're a smart motherfucker, Matt. Give us a call if you feel like adding to these aliens. You believe in aliens? You're a scientist, I guess you could say. You wear a lab coat and you use things scientifically. So, what the fuck is it you do? I don't know. What do you do, Matt Crawley, for a living? If you don't know what I'm shouting at, oh, he's at work right now. Okay, that's perfect. What do you work at? I'm shouting at my message board. You can feel free to download the app on the Joe Show. We're in lab coat right now. Download the Joe Show app, and you can tune in and you can also chat along. But yeah, Matt Crawley's a chemist. What do you think about these alien sightings, Matt Crawley? Do you think? Thanks for listening, first of all, at work. That's great. But what do you think about these aliens and these alien sightings? You believe at UB? Okay, we get it. He's a chemist at UB. I don't know if we want to give too much information out. Yeah, Matt Crawley's not in any way involved with this show, other than he's just listening. He has nothing to do with the nigger words that come out of the mouth, or the faggot words, or the anything of that sort. You know what I mean?
You want to be a nigga, sweet boy?
That's a clip from American History X. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a scene where, okay, so it's a movie about a guy who he's a neo-Nazi. He just hates black people growing up, and then he gets in prison. Well, Tool. Okay, he goes to prison for curb stomping one of them, and then he ends up becoming friends with the black guy in jail, and then the white guys find out about it, and then fuck him in the shower about it. And that's the scene right there. They say, "Do you want to be a nigga, sweet boy? Because we gonna treat you like one." And then proceeds to fuck him in the ass in the shower. I don't get it. Like, how is that treating him like a black guy? Like,
You want to be a nigga, sweet boy?
collect unemployment and, ditch your kids. I don't know. That's how. I don't know. It's fun. Insert your own black joke there. But anyway, I just don't. I mean, I think that's how you treat your gay guy. Like, you want to be a fag, sweet boy, and then you'd fuck him. And I don't know. I think I'm too caught up in this, but it doesn't really make sense. If you listen closely, you can hear what they engineered as fake butt fucking sounds. I don't think Ed Norton plays a character who's getting pounded on the ass right now in this scene, but I don't think they really fucked him in the ass in the scene, so someone had to engineer what they thought would be an accurate sound of dick going into ass in a shower. So if you listen closely.
You want to be a nigga, sweet boy? Fuck you! We gonna treat you like one.
All right, right there. Everyone just cheering him on. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, it sounds vicious. Speaking of prison, we, in the near future, we got to get in touch with his people and my people. But Alex Shelbaya is going to come on and tell his story. So if you're into drugs, prison time, and dark, handsome gentleman, Alex Shelbaya will be on the show, and he's going to tell his side of the story. Very interesting story if you didn't know about it, with him and tipping over some pharmacies, and I'll leave it at that. He's a strong guy if he can tip over pharmacies. Yeah, but yeah, I'll leave it at that. But he's going to be our next guest. If you didn't listen to our last show, it's been about a week since we did one. It was excellent. It was the Martin Luther King Day Spooktacular. Give it a listen. It's kind of long, so fast forward through it if you want. But our buddy Sam from Iran is on there, and he tells his story, and it's just pretty epic. And he's a funny dude, so give it a listen. Enough of whoring myself out, but let's see here. Yeah, thanks, Matt. So he says he believes. Matt Crawley's a faithful listener. So thanks again, buddy. He believes. I mean, how could you not? It's just such a fucking huge universe. There's no way we're not. If you think about it, like, okay, so if you looked up at the night sky, if you took a straw and looked up in the night sky, and you looked through the straw like a normal drinking straw, and the amount of space you see through that straw, okay, now take that and fill that with your field of view. That's how many galaxies there are, at least, that we know of. And within each galaxy is solar systems beyond solar systems, and I don't have the figures in front of me, but that's a fuck ton of space, okay? There's no way that we're the only ones here. And it's sad to say that one of the satellites that we launched into orbit in the 70s was a Voyager. We launched 2, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Voyager 1's about to die. Yeah. So all the sweet pictures we got of Saturn and everything like that. What they also did with Voyager 2 was they recorded on like a vinyl, if you will. They recorded just like random sounds and greetings in different languages from Earth and music. I think I don't have in front of me who they had on there, but I'll get more to that later. But yeah, so if anything did discover this thing just floating through space, they could pick it up, and they figured if you've ever like played a record, it's very easy to get the sound out of it. Literally, all you need is a needle. You don't even need the record player to be on. If you spin it slowly, you can hear, the sound just very quietly through the record. So they figured it was the most universal way to, and obviously it was a musical technology at that time, but still to this day they feel it's the most universal way to hook it up, because it's not like we can send like a fucking iPod up in space and then, you know, what if they don't have an aux cord? I don't know. God damn it, these jokes are. It's a weekday show. All right, I gotta do this sober, so fucking it's terrible. So these are the jokes you're getting, people. A lot of facts and little jokes. But yeah, so and ironically enough, this also happened. If you guys remember, you all remember the missile scare in Hawaii, when everyone thought that there was ballistic missiles being fired off. Not long after that, one happened in Japan. Let me pull that one up. Let's see here. Yep, right here. A few days after, similar thing happened in Japan, but it wasn't a public. It wasn't like a statewide text. It was a broadcaster going on the air, and I guess he recovered quickly. Said that the technology in front of him was giving him incorrect information, but Japan had the similar issue that they were trying to cover up was with a fake ballistic missile warning, and ever since that happened, all this weird alien shit's been happening, and now each country is doing a private satellite launch. No one knows what the satellites are for, and each country so far. Japan was one of them. The United States. Bunch of random ass countries are launching satellites up into orbit right now, and no one has any idea why. So, I mean, I'll sit by on that one and fucking I'll milk this for all it's worth, and every weekday show will just be about goddamn aliens and tits. I don't know what's cool. What do you guys think? No, but seriously, it's just ironic how all this happens. And they said, I don't know how in Hawaii, the Hawaii one was fucked up because it's not just like you press a button and a text message goes out. That warning it's set up in a way where it's a whole sequence of things you have to go through, and then in order to send it out, there are two keys that are like ignition switches that are 8 feet apart that have to be turned at the exact same time in order to finalize that warning to go out. And apparently there were broadcasters from CNN found in a bunker 2.5 hours before this shit even went out. The text messages even went out in Hawaii. So something was up. So I don't know if it's just things fucking with our alarm systems and shit like that. Like, you know, with all this weird shit going on. I mean, check it out for yourself. I know it's theater of the mind when I fucking try to describe stuff to you over a podcast, but check it out for yourself. Just search flash of light in Michigan, and it shows just something, people driving on the highway and just something fucking crashing into the ground. Look it up for yourself. I'll post it onto my Facebook if you're interested. Check out the O'Hare fucking airport fucking. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. I had to drink some Kickstart to keep me going. Nice long day at work, but yeah, check it out for yourself. I mean, they got. It's in this day and age, like, if UFOs are going to show themselves, it's going to be hard not to, you know, capture them on tape. Everyone's got their fucking phones out and fucking everyone's got to take a picture of everything they're doing. So, and you know what's going to be, you know, keep doing it. I'm normally against it because I think it's gay, but you know what? Do it, because maybe we will catch some fucking evidence. You know what people need to stop? People posting memes. Quit being selfish. Start taking some fucking selfies so maybe we can accidentally see some like Bigfoots in there or fucking, because we're in that day of age where all this shit should no longer be a mystery, and it's starting to reveal itself. And I think back then when people like in the dawning of civilization, you know, like Mesopotamia and the fucking with the Fertile Crescent, and that's when, you know, there was like etchings and stuff of like aliens coming from the sky or whatever. Not aliens, but like, you know, people coming down on flaming chariots and blah, blah, blah. I think because then, you know, they knew that it was a time when, you know, people were very vulnerable. They didn't know how to survive. So they showed them, you know, like, you know, here's language. Here's, you know, arithmetics. Here's how you fucking build stuff. Here's water, here's irrigation, here's how you plant. And then they kind of step back and, you know, see what they did with it. And then over time they were like, holy fuck, these people are, holy shit, they're blowing each other up down there. We're not fucking going back. We didn't see, you know, we didn't want all this. And now they realize, you know, things are starting to calm down, because in a sense, yeah, I mean, yeah, there is that whole, you know, potential World War III, which I got a pretty interesting article about that we'll get to. But for the most part, things have calmed down. The only thing that's really happening, is like ISIS doing their thing, and no one, who gives a fuck, am I right? But so I think aliens are now starting to they're starting to show themselves a little more. Maybe it's just coming to a time where they're like, fuck this. You guys want to see a fight? This is how it's done. But the intro to 2001: A Space Odyssey. What are you getting at here, Matt Crawley? But yeah. So I don't know. Look that shit up for yourself, man. I mean, it's pretty interesting. What is it? I believe Matt Crawley's got me on something here, but we'll get back to Matt Crawley. Hey, you're like the assistant today, Matt. Thank you. You're like my co-host. But yeah, where are we at? So I was talking about a World War III type of message or topic. One of our naval ships was held up on Christmas Eve in Buffalo because of the weather and shit that we were getting, and now it's stuck in fucking Canada. Let's see, where's it stuck exactly? Yeah, it's USS Little Rock, and it's stuck up in Canada right now. And in the so-called people saying that there's going to be a fucking battle of the poles, if you will, the battle of the Arctics between Russia and us. Obviously, having control of the poles would be some sort of advantage because I'm sure there's probably fossil fuels under there if we can even dig to it. But we're stuck. We're stuck in Canada. You know what I mean? And in Russia, they live up there. Their maneuverability through the ice and snow, they have no problem doing it. So now, and I wouldn't think nothing of it, but now, like, because obviously there's a lot of propaganda and stuff with war and shit, but now we're arming our what are they called? They're like the ice crusher ships. We're arming them with Tomahawk missiles. So I mean, that's a pretty aggressive move. You know what I mean? If just for shits and giggles, you know what I mean? So I guess there could be something there. So all you fucking dickheads who think Trump is in bed with fucking goddamn Putin, there you go. It's your fault. No, but that is kind of crazy that the ice crushing ships that we have, we're going to be throwing some Tomahawk missiles on. But yeah, this thing's stuck, and they're saying they're waiting for better conditions until they move this brand new. This thing was fucking expensive too. It's USS Little Rock. How much was this fucking thing? It was a $440 million warship. The Fast and Agile USS Little Rock is what it was called. And yeah, that's our Fast and Agile ship just stuck in fucking Canada right now. Thank God it's Canada, not some real country and fucking, you know what I mean? Someone who could actually like take it over, take the technology, take advantage of this current situation. The intro they go into. Oh, okay. All right, Matt Crawley, you're the man. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I'm running out of steam here, people. A little tired. These weekend shows or these weekday shows are gonna be a little tough, but I want to bring my voice to you. I want to bring myself to you. You know what I mean? In any way, shape, or form, as much as possible.
Rich Ryan Phillips, leave a message.
You're a cunt, and let me love you. So yeah, that happens if you're new to this show. I pretend to leave messages. That's really gay. I pretend to leave messages on my buddy's answer machine. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. So get ready for me to hopefully get better at this. So it'll be another show tomorrow at 5. Who knows what we'll talk about then? I didn't get to child support, did I? You guys want to talk about child? Maybe we can save that for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll save that for tomorrow. We'll do some child support talk. It's not so much child support. It's well, my buddy, for instance, he just got his girl pregnant, and he was talking about how he wants to move on and maybe like potentially, smash out some other chicks, but he just had a kid with her, and he's like, let's do the math, and you can do the math. We'll bust it out tomorrow in tomorrow's episode at 5 p.m. It's a child support calculator. So if you, we'll go over it, and if you got any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. If you feel like making moves on your chick you knocked up, but it's so fucking. That's how we do it at the Joe Show. We fuck chicks with no rubbers and then figure out the variables. Not variables. Numeric letters. Fucking numeric letters. Am I right? You like that? Fuck yeah, I do. But so. I don't think that's right. You know what a variable is. But yeah, we don't need fucking. We get everything wrong on the Joe Show. We just fuck bitches with no rubbers and make our own rap. But yeah, so we'll go over that. But he wanted to know how much he would have to pay. He has one kid with her. He wanted to know how much he'd have to pay, and it came out to like I think it was like $7,000 a year. Split it up, it was like $140 a week and shit like that. So, but that's just like an estimator, you know what I mean? So, we'll get more into it tomorrow. But yeah, so if you're thinking about if you don't think that the person you're with right now is the right person, fucking use a fucking condom, all right? And we'll get into that tomorrow with the old child support calculator, and we'll talk more deals on that too. With I guess there's like a lot of relaxed laws on divorce. Turns out, you know, like people are like, oh, sign a prenup. Well, if you get a divorce, it's there's a no fault law in New York State with a marriage. If you get a divorce, it just goes down to whoever makes more money has to pay. Like my buddy, for instance, my other buddy, he got cheated on, and they got divorced. But the reason why the girl's paying for all of this shit is because not just because she cheated on him, that had nothing to do with it. She just makes more money than him, so he just fucking he gets her money. That's great. So justice, you know what I mean? Maybe there is maybe we aren't so different after all, women. You know what I mean? But yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll be a little more comfortable. Sorry about the jitters tonight. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and tagging along. But like I said, we'll be doing these episodes Tuesdays through Thursdays, 5 p.m. And then following week, 1 a.m. shows, Tuesdays through Thursdays as well. And obviously we're not going to take away from our weekend shows because those are the ones that are more fun, where we have more guests on and just, you know, let loose a little and get a little more drunk. Jesus Christ. That's the problem, is I'm not drinking at all. You'd think the show's almost 3 fucking years old, and you'd think I'd be a little comfortable talking to next to no one. I'm sure there's no one listening, but I appreciate the ones that are. You think I get a little more comfortable at this point, but no, it's still fucking nerve-wracking. But yeah, nerve-wracking, I don't know, fuck you. But yeah, sorry we didn't get to child support if that's what you were so eagerly waiting for, but I'll do some more research. We'll bring Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge is the ex frontman to Blink-182. He's been fucking studying up some UFO shit. So maybe we'll see what he has to say. I'll have him on board for tomorrow's episode, and we'll keep this going. If you got anything that you want to talk about tomorrow too, feel free to chime in. Download the app, The Joe Show. Go to the Play Store on Google, or go to your app store for Apple. And I want to thank you all. I love you all for listening. I love you all even if you didn't listen. Just be safe out there and take care of each other. And you don't have to, but I don't really care. Let me line up the music. Let me line up I did so much prep for fucking such a shit show. But I had fun. It was fun. I hope you guys had fun too. And I hope you learned something, or at least spiked your curiosity. Like I said, take a look at the 26-foot crater left in Mexico. It's just a steaming crater left in Mexico that's unexplained. If you have any answers to that I missed, fucking cue me in, man, because I'm interested. I'm going to be looking this shit up all night tonight. Yeah, check out the flash of light that went through Michigan and crashed into the ground, and just look into that stuff and see for yourself, see what you think. And I know it's just crazy to go off and be like, aliens this, aliens that, but like, I don't know, man. It's just, it's all happening at once too fast, and a lot of weird shit's being affected, like our own like national security systems, ironically, at the same time. So, and random fucking satellite launches by multiple countries around the world. So something's in play right now. So I mean, we'd be dumb not to look into this. But I want to thank you all for listening. Download the app. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter. It's at FSF _Joe Show. I love you all. Thank you very much for listening. I will see you, or you'll hear from me tomorrow at 5 p.m. Have a good Wednesday. I love you. Yeah. This is Notes with Night Stalker. Thanks, everyone.
I know my living ain't right. These eyes so cold, I know my vision ain't right. Let's go, selling my soul for the concrete roads. They got me living in coffins. walking the dead, dead man walking, they calling me the night stalker, no lights, but I put that hawk on you. Working my fingers down to the white bone skeleton like motherfuckers know my eyes are bloodshot red for the no sleep that I get. So insomnia, 8 factors, the reasons why I'm so cold. Working through the pain involving thoughts and worries that I might not be able, but I'm able to keep that stress so heavy off my fucking chest. Motherfuckers know I'm blessed. This devil faces when I text. On my Libra scales, I'm weighing out the rest. The weight on my shoulders telling me that my feet need a rest. But damn, I gotta keep living, I gotta keep moving, I gotta keep doing it for the music. My children that counting on me, they singing along to the music. I think you should too, cause I'm the truest. Your favorite rapper be digging my style too. They saying, who the fuck is this? Yep, who the fuck is this? Dead man walking, they calling me the night stalker. Walking the dead, dead man walking, they calling me the night stalker. Dead man walking, they calling me the night stalker. Walking the dead, dead man walking, they calling me the night stalker. I know my living ain't right. These eyes so cold, I know my vision ain't right. Let's go, selling my soul for the concrete roads. They got me living in coffins, walking the dead, dead man walking, they calling me the night stalker. No lights, but I put that hawk on you. I feel like doing some dumb shit like Steve-O, ripping my vocal cords right out in front of a bunch of people. I'm not saying I'm bad to the bone, I'm saying I'm spraying these lyrics ass backwards when I'm spitting through this microphone. You fuckers got me out of my zone. Like who cares? It's a way of life and a way you live it. Motherfuckers know I don't freestyle, I'm on point with it straight written. Look at these graves I'm digging, I'ma bury myself, I'm taking you with me. I'm taking these chances, making these tracks in